I'm going to work. I told you guys about my grandson. My grandson got killed on I-57. So, I don't know how we made a phone. I mean, we were calling each other probably about a minute. I don't know, but she called me or I called her, and she said to me, tell me who you are. I'm Gwen Maxie Brown. That sounds like, okay, brown, sexy brown. Okay. So, I was driving, so I was going over the I-57, and early in that morning, and she began to tell me her story. And I didn't want to say anything because I get paranoid about what happened to my grandson. And so I want you to tell them what happened. I don't remember. Okay. But I do remember that. Tell them the story where you started telling me about the organization. And I wouldn't tell you about my story until I came to your event.
Oh, well that probably is Soul Survivors of Chicago.
Soul Survivors. And tell them why it's Soul Survivors.
My grandson, Jamal Clay, committed suicide at 19. And it just disrupted all of my being, my family. And because we had just lost my mother, and it was during COVID, and it just took the heart out of everything. And I belong to several organizations, but we started a foundation in his name and in his honor. And the purpose of this organization is to help those who are in the same cycle, the families of those, and to also help those who are in trouble. So we collect shoes and give it to those who are, I don't know.
Less fortunate.
No, just help me.
Had some kind of mental health issues, maybe.
Having issues, challenges, and are thinking about suicide. So my daughter has taken on, she's done a CAN TV, she's gone to Safe Foundation and worked in the jails weekly, and she's speaking everywhere about suicide. So when I told her about Jerome, we had no idea, and that's what was so disheartening. I'm coming from a memorial where my cousin committed suicide at 23. So it's just something that's happening to our Black young people in such an intense form that now it's making everybody sit up and look, because it's just not occasional, because we didn't commit suicide. And it's just not those who are troubled, because these boys were talented, and had the best education, and had families that would give them all, sacrifice for them. So we give back shoes, and what she's done, once she provided shoes for a team, this wrestling team in Baltimore, of a suicide victim. He was in this wrestling, and so, we provided the shoes, the wrestling shoes to the rest of them. And this boy's, I don't know his name. And then, that's what we do. We clean them and put their names in them, and then we give them away. She also has had a sock pop. Yeah. And we pulled in all the kids and did that.
And the purpose of giving away shoes is to
Put it up for you first.
those who receive individuals, and we look at young men, black men in particular, that have between 14 and 25 in age, but the shoes are given in the name or intent, with the intent of purpose, walking in purpose.
They're walking in purpose,
That's
yes. Right.
the giveaways for the shoes, because we want to say to young men that might have had some troubling issues or need support from family, the community. As a matter of fact, today I went to a Bonanza event. This is in June today. That's really, that's the day that we celebrate your family. No, this is the third day in June. But anyway, the idea is to walk in purpose. For those who receive the shows, to walk in purpose, because we're doing it in honor of someone for the memory. For this is not the whole idea is to walk in purpose.
Okay, I'll get it for her.
You guys, give it up for walking in your purpose. And I want my daughter actually to come here to the middle of the floor. She can just come and walk back if she likes. Is she here or is she still here? Deshawn. Is Deshawn out there? Tell Deshawn to come and walk out here. Okay. Okay, you guys, so my daughter is here, and it takes every strength that she had lost her firstborn. That's my first grandson. He would have been 21 at age of 13. So walking in purpose, okay? So what can we do? What can we share? Even mental illness and anything else, so we will support one another as our race. Because things go on that we are not able to support and do what we can do for each other. We need to stand together like other nationalities. And it's not just what we think far as always the club. If we do it that way, that's fine. But if we do not do it that way, let's support and love one another in any way we can. Let's do that as the people as New Year's Eve, pre-New Year's Eve. I'm gonna come right over here and shut that down right quick. And DJ, can you go up there for me?